girls, we're going to leave you another track at this moment in time. It's Yaz and The Only Way Is Up. Hi there folks, this is Simon speaking to you from Dales Radio. That's www.dalesradio.vacau.com. We currently stream live from between Keighley and Skipton in the heart of the Yorkshire Dales. We're a small production team. The company which owns Dales Radio is WSB Productions. That's the father and son team, Wayne and Simon Boothman, and I'm Simon Boothman. As a radio station, we've grown from strength to strength since 2008, beginning of 2008. I think we first broadcast in 2007, pulled off the air and relaunched in 2008. We've never been off the air since. We stream live shows and we stream pre-recorded shows. These are all things, if you're looking to set up a radio station, that you can do. We link up live with other radio stations like UWS Radio from the heart of Scotland on Saturday afternoons. That's Saturday afternoons, the UK time, of course. And we have some of the most talented DJs out there sending their shows into us. Some really, really top-notch DJs. And it's fantastic that we get their support and they work closely with us. You can subscribe to us on the YouTube channel and various other things, Twitter, Facebook, all sorts of things, and we'll talk to you about them in a minute or two. First of all, though, what we're going to do this evening is show you around our studio. So if you'd like to follow us with the camera. To my left hand side here we have our research screen. This is used quite steady away. If there's some breaking news out there, we'll try and bring it to you as quick as we can. As soon as we hear it, it comes up on that screen and we'll get it out to you. We may want to look up some tracks, maybe a year of a track. We may want to request some information. Somebody comes in, we request, and we'll get the various information we need from that screen while we're live on air. If we move the camera down a little bit, that's the PC tower which is being used to control that screen. Across to this one here, that's the main server for the radio station. That's carrying 8,000 songs on it at this moment in time. If we move up a little bit, that's a bog standard basic amp. It's mainly used to channel everything to it, from microphones to everything else. It's sent from one unit across on my right across to here, and it's just amped, and it's very simple. We have a mark set up on here, there's no rocket science. That's the maximum volume, that gives us perfect recording levels coming out to you at 128 kilobits per second. Right guys, if Wayne picks the camera up a little bit, moves us along. Here we have a two-tier keyboard system, as you can see. This is my workspace here. Just two keyboards. It works very well for us to be able to work on the top one or the bottom one, depending on what we're doing and what work we've got on at the time. And if we move across to this screen at this side, this is the brains of it all. At this side here, I'll move my cup from there, Wayne. At this side here, this box here, which you probably can't read the writing at this point in time, but it's a timing events box. We're using MP3 DJ on timing, and it's to the second of these timing events. So if we want a show to go on at exactly 10 o'clock in the morning and 1 second, that's exactly what it'll do. It'll run its duration and then go to the next. And we've got shows programmed in there through the day. Don't forget, we transmit 24/7, so if we haven't got a show on, what we have here at this side is what's known in the system as like a shuffle box. This contains around 5,000 tracks at this moment in time in there, and we change them all the time. We don't just keep the same ones in, we don't just add to them, we change them all the time in the shuffle box. And if there isn't a show programmed for a specific event, or we go dead to air, this system will kick in and it'll randomly choose its own songs. As you can see here, we have two little indicators that's telling us what volume levels we're going out at this moment in time. We like to be sort of up in the yellow if they can, but definitely not very often into the red as we get distortion. If we move across to here, we have a SoundLad VMM500 stereo audio mixer. This is very simple. This is our final mix coming from the main server, and it all goes into here on the back of these channels. And we have a master slider set at 7, and it's got a sticker on there telling everybody what comes into the studio it must be left at 7. It's very accurate, is that, and it does make a big difference to our quality when we go out there broadcasting it. Very simple. Down here we have a talk over switch for the microphone, so if I press that to on now, the music will drop by 2/3 on its volume and leave it as background music while we talk over, and then drop it back in, and away we go. Over in the corner we have a monitor speaker, and we have other monitor speakers around the studio. We have a monitor speaker for somebody who's working on recording their own show, that they can hear it play back at a good volume, get some sort of feedback on what it's like. Over here, boys and girls, we have a Acer Aspire. It's an oldish laptop. We have an Acer Aspire 3680. That's used for recording shows on and doing various other things. And here we have a small SoundLab micro mixer, and we can bang all sorts through there. The Technics goes through there. We've got a Technics turntable down here, just a disc player, and we also have one that plays MP3s, as this one doesn't, but this is the best quality. If we move on over here, we have our main mixing desk, and that allows us to send the signals out different ways, or we can mix our shows on there, the pre-recorded shows, and send it across. We are currently DJs, and we DJ all over Yorkshire, basically anywhere anybody wants us. We're booked up solid now. I think it's the 23rd of November today, and we're booked up solid now till into April. We use these constantly. We have a few of these out in the circuit at the moment, as we have other DJs DJing for us. We have a simple boom mic system here, which is just to pick up if anybody's got an extra quiet voice. It can be brought out, put straight in front of you and back round. Works adequately well. We have everything what everybody else has in their studio. We have a whiteboard there telling you everything about us. And as we're on air right now talking to you, we will ask you to subscribe to our YouTube site. So that's subscribe to youtube.com/Dales Radio. You can follow us on Twitter, and that is at Dales Radio with capital D and capital R, all one word. You can like us on facebook.com/Dales Radio. And of course, we are on air 24/7 on www.dalesradio.vacau.com. That's going to be sort of more or less it for tonight, guys, and we'll fill you in as we go on a little bit further. Just give you a little insight into producing your own radio station. There is an awful lot of money to be to actually set it up. It isn't just bog standard. There's one or two internet radio stations out there which transmit steady away. They'll transmit at a low kilobits per second. It's not absolute fantastic quality. Or they might try to do it from just a bog standard laptop, but you need to spend a lot of money on cables, and you need to spend a lot of money on licensing fees. The radio station does pay for itself. It's a fully monetised website. It runs quite well, quite steady away. And I'd just like to say it's bye bye from Dales Radio until next time, and we'll give you another rundown in probably a week's time. Good night for now.